Hey, what's going on, 1N Gaming? My name is Rocky Cinema, or you can just call me 1N Rockies, and the gameplay in the background right now is going to be an insane triple nuclear by 1N remake on Hijacked using the AN-94. It's an absolutely insane gameplay, so be sure to check out the player in the description down below, as well as myself if you enjoy my story at any time during this video. So what I want to talk about is actually a funny story that happened to me in, the first 2-3 weeks of the school year back in 2014. So I am 17, I am a senior in high school, and I go to school on a military base. So it's very annoying, there's a lot of strict rules, there's military everywhere, but that's a story for another time. So basically my story is me breaking down in the McDonald's drive-thru. So if you guys go through drive-thrus a lot, you know that there's a line behind you, there's a line in front of you, and you're waiting to pull up to the window to pay to get your food, whatever. And if you are in high school and you go off campus to get lunch, you know that when you're waiting in that drive-thru line, you have kids from your school both in front of you and in back of you in that line waiting to get their food. So, like I said, I'm a senior in high school, I have off-campus privileges. So, when the school year started, me and my friends, we had a ton of money that we saved up over the summer. We would go off every single day and get lunch at, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever's off campus. And we would get food every single day. And me being the only one out of my friends that pretty much had a car, I would be the one that drove everybody. So on this one particular day, we decided to go to McDonald's, Mickey D's. And the reason to that is because it's so cheap. McDonald's is the cheapest fast food place pretty much in the world. That's what they're known for. So we decided to go to McDonald's, save some money, get about 20 McChickens. Like that sounds crazy, right? 20 McChickens. We had like 8 of us in the car. And so, we go to the window, or the drive-thru thing, and we say, we want 20 McChickens, we want like 5 large drinks. They're like, okay, yeah, it's like $25. So we pull up, we're waiting in line for, I don't know, a good 20 minutes. I don't know what the motherfucker in front of us had, but he had a big ass order. How does it take that long to get through a McDonald's drive-thru? So, we're already going to be late to class because this dumbass in front of us is taking his sweet ass time. But, we're sitting there jamming out to some music. All of a sudden, we start to pull up, and some smoke starts to come out from my hood, and I'm like, is that from my car? I thought it was from the exhaust from the car in front of me. I didn't think anything of it. The smoke started to get thicker, and I was like, okay, that looks like it's starting to come from my car. So I started to ask my friends, I was like, do you see that? Is that coming from my car? And they're like, no, I don't think so. I think that's the car in front of you. So, we didn't think anything of it. About a minute goes by, and the smoke starts to pour out. We hear this loud noise, and all of a sudden, it's just like, you see a little flame and you see all this smoke coming up, and it was crazy. My friends, being the dicks that they are, dipped out of my car. Mind me, there's like 5 other people in my car. All 5 of them got out and ran out of my car because they thought my car was on fire. They just left me there. Can you imagine that? They just left me in a car that they thought was on fire. But the smoke eventually cleared, the flame was gone. I don't know what it was. I think it was just a spark or something. But, we later, this is the funny part, we paid before we did that, and after the smoke went away, my friends came back, and they said, put your car in neutral. They started pushing my car, and I'm like, okay, push me over to the parking lot right there in the, Conoco parking lot. It's a little gas station next to the McDonald's, and they're like, no, we need our food. So my friends tell me to put my car in neutral, and they push me to the window where you get your food. They pushed my car to the second window so we could get our food before they pushed me off to the side. So we have people pushing a car through a drive-thru. Can you just imagine that sight? If you're the car behind me, you see kids pushing a car through a drive-thru. That's just like a crazy thing to see. I don't know if they've ever seen that before. But, we later figured out that it was my radiator. It blew out. It was about a $600, $700 repair because I needed a radiator. I needed some new pipes, some new pumps, whatever. And so, it was a pretty expensive fix. But it was a crazy ass story. Like, can you guys imagine going through a drive-thru and having your car look like it's about to blow up, and then having your friends push you through the line to get your food? It was the craziest thing in the world. Like, the chick at the second window that we pushed the car to, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, can we just get a glass of water for my friend? Because he was a cheap ass. He didn't order a drink. And she's like, oh, do you need the glass of water for your car? I'm like, no, I need the water for my friend because he's a broke ass. And she's like, okay, okay, that's fine, honey. I'm like, yeah. It was a really awkward day. It was a really, really awkward day. we didn't even get back to school for like a couple hours. I had to wait for the tow truck to come, and overall, it was just a crazy day, man. Like, that is honestly one of my most memorable experiences from this senior year in high school. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have any crazy high school stories, because, you know, I'm going to remember this forever. This was one of the most memorable things that I've done in high school. Even though it was just a freak thing that, you know, lasted a few hours, it was probably the funniest thing that's ever happened to me in high school. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know any stories you have in the comment section down below. I'm Rocky Cinnamore. You can just call me 1N Rockies, and I'm out for the day. Peace.